Welcome everyone to the replay of tonight's paranormal investigation as we are searching for the woman in white. We are coming from an undisclosed location which will be shared later on in the stream, and we're going to share some details about what is reportedly witnessed here and the reason we have some facts behind it, not only from word of mouth from people in the area, but also documented in a book that was published. Once we get a few people on here, we will get started and let you know all the details. Hey guys, let me know if you can hear me okay. We do have a late start, but we are here. Make sure you can see everything, hear everything okay. I am using a wireless microphone, which should help us with audio, any issues with being distance or close or anything like that. Hi guys, welcome everyone. Let me know if you can see me on camera. You should be able to. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
You should still be able to hear me. Let me know if you have any issues. They're going to monitor the chat, but I want to welcome you to tonight's paranormal investigation. In just a moment, I'm going to bring Alan aboard, and RJ's here as well to kind of help with any supportive roles that we need help with. As you can see, there is a bridge behind me here, and below me is a canal lock. The reason we're here is because there's some reported activity that's documented and published in a book, and also RJ was able to capture some, I guess you could say, first-hand encounters from locals in the area, which will be featured in his video coming out. But we're going to share the location later on in the stream, and we're going to be bringing Alan over to have him share what details he can at the moment. We also have some new equipment for tonight, which we're excited to share. It's brand new for the very first time being used on our paranormal investigations. And of course, I have the K2, the temperature gun, mag flashlight, and a UV light, which we will use throughout. And of course, Alan is recording for his channel as well, which his will be an edited version. But this is live, raw, uncut. Whatever happens or doesn't happen, you guys will see it just like we do here, first-hand encounter. So, Alan, if you want to come over.
Stand your face. You can't see your face.
Can you see my face?
Because of the light, it's just a big blob.
Can you tone the light down, roll the dial?
There we go. Now I got it.
Okay. So just pinches to your shirt. Okay. And just hold on to that. And then whatever you want to show, I'll show on camera.
Okay. Hey everybody watching. Okay, so for tonight's video here, the story goes is basically that there used to be a boy that would fish here, and there was a woman who, from what I'm understanding, was in love with the boy, and for whatever reason she happened to actually fall into the canal and she drowned. Now it's actually like the towpath. This does go down for about a quarter of a mile, and both locks are really deep with water, but the towpath isn't really that deep. So my assumption would be is that if she drowned, it was at either of the locks. But with what information was given in the book, as well as the information that was given by locals that we actually talked to tonight, she supposedly roams from lock to lock. So this whole quarter-mile stretch is anywhere we can see her. Haven't actually heard from anybody solid that they've witnessed seeing her. There's testimonials in the book that say, you know, a person's name and that they've witnessed seeing it, but as far as word of mouth, we haven't confirmed that. But we did confirm that people feel creeped out, they feel touched, they feel watched and followed when they're out here fishing. So we're basically looking for a woman in a white dress. So hopefully we'll be able to see her. And you're ready to show the equipment?
1 second.
Okay. Okay, so the one first bit, which is brand new and cool, is this new style of K2 meter. It's called a EDI. This levels a bunch of different things. So we have temperature. It'll sense whether it's going up or down, which you can see will be right here. These will flash. Then we've got pressure and humidity as a gauge as well. Down here at the bottom, we have vibration. So if it picks up any form of vibration, these lights will go off. And then we also have a built-in K2 meter, which for this one, each number is colored here, but all the lights only go blue. They don't actually light up a different color. So you're going to have to base it off of the gauge below. But the cool thing is that this number up here, which right now is at 0, when these lights come on, it will actually start to go up or down. This way, if something starts setting off the K2 meter, you can essentially track the entity the same way as if you had like a metal detector. It will start, you will actually be able to watch the numbers increase or decrease, whether you're getting closer or further. So rather than trying to walk around with a K2 meter and hope you're going in the right direction, this will actually spot on, give you an accurate location for what you're looking for. Then the next setup that we have here, the main piece of this is right here. It's called a diode. The story goes with this is that only a spirit's voice can actually be captured by this. Any ambient sound or like us talking right now, nothing can be recorded by this except the spirit's voice. And we know it's not going to pick up anything ambient. We know it's not going to pick up us, because right now this is actually wired into this Zoom microphone, and this is actually recording and also playing live to the wireless speaker here. So this is max volume. So if anything does happen to talk through this, then we will be able to hear it real time, just like as if we were using the spirit box without all of the white static noise. And then if we happen to be talking when something comes through and we miss it and we don't know what was said, like I said, this is actually still recording, so that way we can always play it back and actually isolate what was said. So hopefully we'll get some action with this new equipment.
You want to show what else you have rolling right now? Do you have the cameras?
I just have the one rolling over there on the EDI, just to see kind of how that goes. Haven't brought the DAW out yet. I guess we'll see how things go for this portion, and then once we set up a flashlight and the other K2 and things like that, then we'll bring out more as we go on. But I do have the whole case of goodies, so everything is with us.
So what I plan on doing after we get the camera situated back on the tripod, I'm going to put the mic back on me. I'm going to stand on the bridge facing this direction up towards the lock and the channel. So we're going to stand there right in the middle, keep our eyes peeled for along the shoreline and in the water, and try to hear, feel, witness anything at all. We're going to spend a little bit of time here, and we're going to eventually work our way in this direction to the next Canal Lock. So every so often we will pick up and move down to see if we have any better or worse luck with capturing something. So as you guys are watching, I'm talking over there and you're over here. As you guys are watching though, make sure you feel free to comment with anything that you hear, see, maybe any suggestions for things that we could try to stir up some activity. We don't do any provoking. We're not here to summon demons or anything like that, but if we could have any type of accountability for the stories that were shared about the woman in white, that would help, make tonight's investigation worthwhile. So just give us a moment or two and we will start our investigation.
Does it look like it fogged up really good over there now? Huh?
Not quite.
Looks like it's real foggy over the water now. Further back where the lights are.
Okay, I am mic'd back up. And in just a moment, I'm gonna get situated over there. So let's do that now. How is picture quality coming through? Is it nice and clear? Hear a train.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think the tracks go right along this too, so that would be pretty neat.
So we're going to have some light just so you guys could see, and then in a little bit we're going to actually cut the lights. And you know, you guys won't be able to see as much, but we're going to keep our eyes peeled in here in person, obviously with the microphone. And there actually is a fog now. Yeah, fog is definitely forming. Good picture quality, dark but clear. Okay, it is dark out. I mean, we are kind of here in a very dark area, so. Oh, you know what, RJ, can you go to the bench over there, grab my K2, please? And my temperature gun? RJ's gonna be Johnny on the spot with the equipment here. No, this is a Canal Lock. We are down in southeast Pennsylvania. We're gonna share the exact details a little bit later on. That is water. Yes, this is a Canal Lock that you're looking at. Those are two walls and the back wall there, and that is water with leaves in it. You kind of see it better there. Thank you.
Yep. Actually, when you're down here, I want to reposition that.
So I am doing a temperature reading here. Ambient temperature is 60 degrees, 57. So I'm scanning around. If this fires off a red laser, and wherever the laser is pointed to, it does read the temperature. So this is an ambient temperature, roughly the outside air temperature. If we do feel any cold spots, we could scan it with this and hopefully pick it up to see if there is a visible difference or not. Yes, water is a spiritual conductor. It does help provide energy for anything they're trying to manifest or to make contact. And as we work our way up to the next lock, there's actually a waterfall up there where the water is spilling over the lock wall. So there is moving water, and you may not be able to hear. Off on the left of me is a river, which is moving unlike this one. This is pretty stagnant here. So there is some water all around us. Night vision. Well, we are on a smartphone. We don't have night vision. Alan does. He is recording for his channel with night vision. This is the best that you could get. It's raw, real, uncut. It's a, you know, just like you hear in person with us. So we're doing all we can to make it a worthwhile live stream, but some things are just out of our hands. So I do have my K2 here, and obviously close to the phone does trigger it. So I'm going to walk off down this side lock here, actually on this side. I'm going to walk with the K2 meter. You should still be able to hear me. RJ is going to man the chat. Let me know if there's anything that needs to be interpreted to me or communicated. And we'll see if we get any K2 hits over there. So I'm walking over here. You should be able to see me, should be able to hear me still. If you guys cannot hear me, I'm sure you'll know to leave it on the chat, but I'm gonna walk around here with the K2. Ooh, Just got something there. Let me make sure it's not this. Okay, this is.
I wonder if it's wireless.
It's off and on. See, it's not steady. It's like, I'll keep it at arm's length. Can you still hear me? If you guys can hear me, let RJ know in the chat.
Yeah, they can hear you.
I'm getting some random hits. It shouldn't be picking up anything right there.
That's a little bizarre.
It hits and then it goes away. So you guys probably can't see, but we are getting some hits over here. I'm raising up above my head and it's spiking to yellow and orange and then it goes away instantly. I'm actually going to set it down here and we're going to let it sit. I'm going to move away. We're going to watch it for a moment or two and see if it does get triggered at all. If there is anything or anyone here with us besides the train, we would like to make contact. Huh?
That might go right past us right here.
Okay. Yeah, we got a train coming, guys. It's gonna actually, yeah, we're gonna wait for the train to go by. It's gonna blare us out with sound. Enjoy the sounds of the train. We are live.
Go son, catching a train.
Let's see if there's any hobos on there. Big Pee Wee Herman. Trying to get to the Alamo. Well, if you guys like trains, we didn't plan this. Just happened. If you don't like trains, it'll be by in a moment or two. But I'm going to keep an eye on the K2 regardless. Maybe the train's going in a different direction. I think it's going in a different direction. Okay, so it looks like, sounds like the train's going off behind us. We thought it was going to pass us here. So I'm going to do a few questions here just to kind of make contact, let them know our intentions. I don't know, the train's getting louder now. No, train's coming. Norfolk Southern. Quick as it came, it's gone just as quick. Norfolk Southern local freight train going through. Okay, so let's continue on with tonight's investigation. Hopefully we can make some progress here. If anyone or anything is here, we'd like to make contact with you. My name is Jay. This is Alan. We come here with peace and respect. We are aware of a story of a woman in white, lady in white, woman in white who did drown and was seen roaming this area wearing a white dress, searching for someone or something. So if you are here with us, there's a number of ways that you could show us. We do have a little device here with some lights on it called the K2 meter. If you try to... Something just made noise down there. He's going to investigate something. We both heard at the same time. Something made noise right at the end of the lock here. If you try to touch this device, it will light up. It won't harm you. There's other things here. They will not harm you. They may make sound. They may light up. That allows us to know that you are here with us. And if you want to pick one device or the other to try to touch or pick up or use, you're welcome to. Otherwise, make a sound, try to talk to us, try to make yourself even appear. We are here to try to help you and to find out if indeed the stories that are rumored here are indeed true. So whatever you wish to do, we will respect your wishes and try to maybe answer some questions, maybe try to help you, lead you in the right direction, but we need to know that you're here with us. Yeah, we heard a noise too, Alan and myself, just off where the light's trailing off. Something, what did it sound like to you?
It sounded like maybe like a footstep, like right alongside the edge of the water.
Yeah, I sound like either a stick or water, something like something was, you know, deliberately moved or pressed on.
Yeah, it was like a little bit of a wet sound, but not like splash.
Yeah. So as I'm here, the K2 is picking up, I think, my wireless microphone device, but as we sat it there was nothing. I'm going to walk to the end where I heard that sound. We may lose audio. It's okay if we do. Once I come back within range, it will pick back up. If you're here with us, we'd like to talk to you. If that was you that made the noise, try to make it again. Not sure if you guys can still hear me or not, but we are at the end of the lock here. The wall is here and the water behind it and the deep pit down in front of me here. And this is where we heard the sound. So we're going to stand here for a few moments rather quietly to see if we could hear anything. Not getting anything at all on the K2. It's completely dead. Now that new K2 device you have, is that to be walked around with, or is that supposed to be stationary?
You could walk with it.
Okay, yeah, it's picking up that, but only when it's really close. The hits we got before, though, I was this far away and it was hitting. You know if they can still hear me? I don't know if he can even hear me. Let me know if you guys can still hear me talking or not. Okay, so just to give you a feel as to what I feel right now, I feel absolutely nothing. It doesn't feel strange or off or different or creepy or like getting a watch feeling. It actually feels quite normal and natural right here. Now, where the reported drowning took place, I believe is closer to the other lock, which we're going to be heading towards as the stream goes on, as the evening goes on. We want to start here just to kind of cover the whole gap, because there's a lock here and a lock further up, which is closer to residential houses and roadways and stuff like that. So we want to just kind of start where it's isolated and work our way up towards that direction where we may or may not have interference from people in the area driving around, talking on their porch. And there's some things up there worth showing once we do get up there. So if we don't have anything here, then we don't. We're not going to try to manipulate it, fake it, stage anything. But Alan, out of the three of us, is the most sensitive. If he was to feel anything, you know, happy, sad, fearful, cold, anything like that, he'd probably be the one to feel it first. I have felt things at times but usually not as strong as he has. So hopefully as time goes on, as we're doing this, if he does have any type of feeling at all, he will communicate that with us. Now, we're not getting anything on this. If you want, I'll get back behind the camera. And if you want, I could give you the mic. You can walk with your K2 and see what you get. So what we're going to do next, guys, I'm not getting anything on my K2 meter. We're going to try Alan's new device, which picks up vibrations and EMF frequencies, a multitude of things, much more than this can. I'm going to give him the mic. He's going to kind of walk this area here along the Canal Lock, and I'll get behind the camera and you guys will be able to hear and see what he's doing. So we'll do that part next. If at any point you guys can't hear him, let me know in the comment section and I'll communicate it to him. Just put this on like in the outside of your pocket, like your jean pocket.
All right, guys, hopefully you can hear.
I'm going to check your temperature too. Right now you're 62, 63 degrees. I can track you as you go down. Let them know the temperature around you is right around 60.
Okay. All right, so right now Jay just checked my temperature. You said it's around 60?
Yeah.
All right, so the temperature around me right now is currently 60. So he's going to be tracking that with his laser gun. Now right now, any flashes, if you guys see any orange flashes, that is just the vibrations going, because obviously I'm holding this in my hand now. But what I'm actually focusing on is the zeros. And it appears to be totally dead. So right now I'm up here where like the waterfall portion is. And it still appears to be dead. So we're not getting any hits whatsoever. If anybody is here with us, can you please come towards me? If you're the lady in white and you're looking for your lover that was out here fishing, if you're still trying to find him, wondering where he's gone, waiting for him to come back here, can you please come towards me and we try to help you find him. A lot of people have said that they've seen you and they felt you around. If you can come close to me, then we'll be able to know that you're here and we'll be able to communicate further with you. if you're not comfortable coming close to me, then maybe you can make a noise for us. Can you splash the water? Or maybe snap a tree limb, like a branch. Maybe do something like that. Anything. Knock on the wood here. If you come closer to the bridge also, if you decide to talk, I do have a device that will be able to pick up your voice and you'll be able to real time communicate with us. Okay guys, so as you can see, we're not getting any hits, no temperature changes, no humidity changes. It's just staying at the zeros. We're making our way back over to the bridge.
Temperature dropped down to 53 degrees.
Did it?
Yep.
So he's saying that the temperature dropped to 53. Is that just the temperature all around or in a specific location?
All around now.
Okay, so all around we did get a pretty significant temperature drop.
6, 7 degree drop.
So about a 6-7 degree drop in temperature.
52 now.
Now it's 52, so it's temperature is actually rapidly dropping. Let's see. What does your, can you hit the EDI with your temperature gun?
It's saying 54. I'm down to 51 though, right around you.
Really? Yeah, this is giving me 62.4. So something's definitely off. This is actually going up. In case anybody's wondering, I really don't feel anything at the moment. It is definitely creepy back here, but honestly, it just seems kind of like normal back here. There's nothing jumping out at us. If you're here, please come forward to us. We would really like to be able to communicate with you. Okay, so I'm pretty much going to call this spot right here dead. Not getting anything at all on this. Well, temperature change light just went on. But as far as like...
So I put on you, getting 63-ish. When I go off behind you, it's down to 50 and 49.
Okay.
Grab that mic back out here.
Yep.
Yeah, it dropped over 10 degrees within a matter of minutes.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't get anything at all.
No chillness or nothing?
No, and that didn't even get a single book in it whatsoever.
Yeah, the one viewer said that, is that EDI or something that has a temperature on it?
Yeah. But it's, I mean, I know it works. I tested it out with my phone, you know, going there and everything, so I know it does work.
Okay.
It just seems, I don't know, I don't really feel anything either. I feel like...
Do you want to move down then?
Yeah, I say we go down there.
Say we go about halfway down?
Yeah.
And then we could finally finish up with the last one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you probably heard our conversation. This area, aside from the temperature change, it did drop over 10 degrees, but nothing else besides that. So we are gonna kind of pick up and move about halfway down between this lock and the next one. It's gonna be a bit of walking. We're gonna keep the lights off just not to draw any attention to ourselves. But the stream will still keep going. I'll be there with you. I'll be able to read your comments. And it's gonna take a few moments to kind of pack up, get there, set everything up again, and then we'll continue on with our investigation. But like Adam is stating, these are raw, real, it's live. This is not portrayed to be any type of fakery entertainment. We're not staging anything. We don't have anything as far as remote control devices to manipulate activity. And anyone who does paranormal investigations knows that you go into this not expecting anything. You spend hours on end trying to find one or two pieces of evidence, and sometimes there's no evidence at all. When we get to the next location though, we will try to maybe pull out my mag light. That has been successful in the past. So we will, just see what happens. Well, with the temperature gun, I was shooting at the same area every single time. I was shooting basically right in this area. So each time I shot it there, that was the temperature reading. I was not going off to make that change. So although equipment can be faulty, we've used it up at Centralia to read the heat areas, the steam coming out of the rocks, and we've used it in the past for paranormal investigations. So, you guys are welcome to believe and think whatever you want. This is a form of entertainment, but we're not here to fake anything. So just keep that in mind. So this is gonna be a pain. Yeah. But we got to pack everything. I got 2 backpacks over there on the bench. I know you got your stuff, so you and RJ do what you can. I'll take care of my stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I got all my stuff loaded, so.
Okay, let me throw these in my pockets. Hey everyone, sorry if I am missing your comments. We are trying to focus on the location here, but glad to have everyone here. We're nearing 300 people, which is great. So if you are enjoying tonight's live stream, regardless of the activity or evidence, make sure you show your support by giving a simple one of those. And the thing that I like too, along the canal here, they do have these benches, and it's the wheels, like some type of cart or something like that they use to pull or tow or whatever it is used for. I don't know the specifics.
Yeah, you want to set one of your bags right on top of it.
I'll have to give it a speech. Thanks, RJ, for helping out.
Move the gear around so we can make some videos for you guys. Yep, I'm good.
Okay, we're gonna go down a low light just so we don't draw any attention as we make our way, but as we're walking, I am reading your comments. I know you won't be able to see much, but other than what you're doing tonight with watching our live stream, hope you're enjoying your Friday evening. It's a beautiful night here in Pennsylvania. As you know, was around 60 degrees. Now it's in the 50s. And quick reminder too, tomorrow, as long as there's no inclement weather, we'll be live sometime after 5 p.m. for a haunted Halloween Jeep show where all the Jeeps will be decorated for Halloween time. They're going to be doing like a trunk or treat type of thing and holding a contest to see which Jeep has the most coolest or scariest decorations. So I'm going to be there to stream live and show you how they look. Although I'm not a Jeep fan, I am a fan of Halloween, so.
That's alright, there'll be a Ford there for you.
No snacks. May have to get a snack afterwards. Sunday we will be live, Nancy. Sunday Night Live, 9 p.m. So this weekend is all about being live. I do have the laser grid. I didn't bring it tonight just because of homes in the area. We didn't want to interfere with the laser shooting into anyone's windows. So, although I do have it, we didn't bring it tonight just for that specific reason. But I do have my UV light, and we do have the mini mag light, which we could try at our next stop up here. Who is rude and disrespectful? If anyone is, mods, please take care of it. Margin 3 a.m. Thanks for checking in. You're welcome, Will. Tony's been timed out already, mods. If it continues, you know what to do. Obviously, you're not a regular on the channel, so if you are new, just be respectful and polite if you can't. There's many other channels to watch. Now, if you're not familiar with paranormal investigations, then you may want to do a little research, and not saying that in a rude way, but when we do these, nothing happens on cue. We're testing different types of equipment and different sessions that we do with how we try to communicate. And sometimes things happen, sometimes they don't. Just the way it goes. But curious, yes, I agree. We're here to have a paranormal investigation. This is what people have been asking for, so we're trying our best to provide that for you. Jill, if that's you, you could go in under my name. It's up to you. No notification, Matt says. Anyone else not get notified? And for those of you tuning in, when we do set up shop at our next spot here, Alan will share the story again as to what we are looking for, what the reported activity is. The activity is actually published in a book, and we had an interview with a local here who has witnessed, well, not necessarily witnessed, but felt things that he can't explain. So no notifications. Gotta love YouTube, but despite that, we're nearing 300 people, so I can only imagine what it'd be if notifications did go out. You got it? Well, RJ got one. That's all that counts.
Yep. I'm here.
He's our portable U-Haul truck right now. Okay, we're gonna find a bench up here. We'll stop there and pick up from where we left off. But we are walking along the canal. This is called a tow path. That's where mules used to, I believe mules used to pull the canal boats to each lock. And that's what we're walking on right now. You want to go past this one? Past the house? Okay. Yeah, there's a residence up here. We're going to go past there, just not to disturb them. And then we'll continue. Alan's got an easy job. He gets to edit all this out. You guys get to walk with us. So some of you got notifications, some didn't. Okay. Be nice if most people did, but just glad to have everyone here. Man, this is heavy after carrying for a while. No. Just gotta switch arms. So as you can probably see, there's a lot more lights up here, especially the right-hand side. There's a bunch of houses here. That's why we started where we did start. But it's pretty close to this house though. Do you want to go one more? All right. Just watch that dip up here. Yeah. Leaves on the ground, which is nice. Yeah, Christine, funny you said that. We actually talked about that. We're gonna get one of those fold-out wagons for next time. Okay, we got a bench up here. We're gonna set up shop up here. We're a little more than halfway between the locks. Next lock is up ahead a little bit where those lights are. Where's, you got my backpack? Okay. Oh. Where is, there it is, okay. So we're not going to do a whole lot of talking here. We're going to try to be respectful of the neighborhood, the people that do live along the canal. But this is going to be our next location, which is in between two locks. And once Alan is done, he will share the details as to what we are looking for, what has been documented to take place here. Towards the end of the stream, we will give away the exact location just for safety reasons. We could just tell you we're down in southeast Pennsylvania along a canal, specifically on a towpath, but we will share the exact details and the book that was published. Alan does have, we'll show that to you a little bit later on in the stream. So if you can't watch the entire thing, you're welcome to tune in later or watch the replay and try to catch that. And make sure when you're watching that your red line is all the way over to the right. Otherwise you will be delayed as to what you're hearing and witnessing. So make sure it shows live, red line all the way to the right. Obviously the best time for activity is going to be in the later early morning hours. Traditionally you would want to start around 9-10 o'clock at night, go until 3-4 in the morning to give a full investigation. Based on the location here, they do have a curfew, so we do have to abide by that. for a normal paranormal investigation that's not live, you would be spending that amount of hours to try to capture something. And there's cars rolling by, they're probably wondering what's going on. Disco as a woman in white along Lake Ontario. Disco, is there any confirmation as to how she passed? The woman here reportedly drowned in the canal. Yeah, Penhurst, they don't really allow paranormal investigations. And if they do, you have to pay a hefty fee for that. So Al, if you want to come over here, I'll give you the mic again. You could share the details one more time.
I can probably just hold it.
Yeah, just hold it. Just go in front of the camera.
Yeah, I can't really see where the front of the camera is, but am I good?
A little further back. Good.
Okay, so again, for people that are just coming in, basically the story goes is that a woman who was in love with a boy would actually come here a lot, and she would look for him all the time. He was fishing in here, and somehow she ended up actually falling in and drowning. Don't know the specifics on how she ended up falling in, but with that being said, considering the towpath is pretty light with water, and the locks are what's actually more filled in very deep actually, I would take the assumption to say that she drowned at one of the actual sides. But the story goes is that she's wearing a long white dress, and she can actually be seen going all the way up and down this towpath here between both of the locks. There's been reports from locals who we actually talked to that said that they felt things, sensations, heard noises, and just felt very uncomfortable as if somebody was watching them or there with them. But they didn't see anything. But per what was in the book with names listed of people who gave statements, actually said that, we've seen this woman walking up and down the towpath here. So that's what we're investigating, and we're hoping we can find.
Or what century or decade she drowned?
I'm not sure what year, but I think that that's something that might actually be in the book that we could probably find at the end. I'd have to look at that again to find out.
People were saying too, maybe she was walking at nighttime and slipped and fell into the water at nighttime and drowned that way.
So for the question of her, walking by and slipping in at night, actually it's very possible, because, even when we first came here, we were surprised that if you actually go up there to where the lock is, you can just walk literally just right off the edge and fall in. There's no barrier. There's nothing, like there's really no safety at all. Like, especially if it's a kid, they could just end up running and going right over the edge. Age group for how old she was? Yeah. Again, that's something that I'll have to revert to the book for, so we'll come back to that. Yeah.
Got it?
Yep.
So we're going to do something a little bit different this time. Traditionally, if you've been here before for paranormal investigations, I do a lot of talking, and sometimes it's rambling, sometimes it's specific for a specific reason. Mainly it's to try to make contact. We let whoever's here know that we are here, why we're here, and to try to get some questions to our answers. Right now I'm going to set up on the edge of the canal here my K2 meter and my mini mag light. And those of you that have seen previous paranormal investigations done live, we've had great success with those. Actually at Concrete City, was that this year we were there? Do you know, Alan?
I want to say that was last year.
Winter time. We were there in December. I had one of the best flashlight sessions ever. I had the flashlight perched in one of the abandoned concrete houses, and I had spot on answers with the light turning on and off, one after another. got so many questions answered. One of the best encounters I've had using the flashlight. Just goes the same too with the K2 meter. Alan could witness it, even Kara and myself. We've had spot on questions answered with the K2 meter. Now, K2 picks up electromagnetic frequencies. If there's bad electrical in the area, overhead power lines, even the smartphone could manipulate that. But just for that very reason though, I'm going to place it off here in the distance. You guys may not be able to see it up close, but I'm going to be watching it as you're watching it. And I'm going to kind of keep quiet for the most part. And we just want to let the equipment sit there and see what happens. Maybe something or someone will stumble upon it. Maybe they won't, but we're going to try something different because right now I'm already talking too much, but just wanted to give you an update as to what the next step is. And after that, if nothing does happen, the final location is the next lock, which is the one that may have the best chance of receiving type of, I should not say receiving, giving us any type of activity. As we'll show, as Alan mentioned, the canal edge goes from grass right to the canal. You could easily walk right into it in the middle of the night, and it's a good drop and it's deep water. So it's very likely that's where she drowned. So we're just covering all of our bases. That will be our third and final location after here. So let's get that set up. We'll kind of watch quietly and see what happens. And over here, I think is the light. Probably not gonna be able to stand it up. I'm gonna lay it on its side and I'll be able to see it. The flashlight, this is a mini mag light from Walmart, $10. It just twists on and off, and you set it so it's just barely off. And that way if something or someone touches it, tries to pick it up, it will turn on. Now these are also subject to go off with extreme temperature changes. If it's very warm out and there's a sudden drop in temperature, it can actually cause the filaments inside to expand or contract. But we're not expecting any big temperature changes here. It is right in the low 50s, maybe a little bit below that, but it's not going to change fast enough to manipulate this. Okay, so K2's there. It was blipping. That's because of my receiver, my transmitter, my microphone. The light's next to it. If anything goes near either of them, we should see something happen. You guys here for right now. I'm going to do some research in that book and see if we can get any.
I don't know what's that. Right there. I put that Tony Baloney like block. Oh. Sorry.
Just to turn you up really quick, everything is right there. So I'm here behind the camera and we're just gonna sit here and watch. I'm actually gonna kill the lights. Kind of take in the atmosphere, the ambience. Yeah, a little curious. thankfully the water right here is relatively shallow. The water levels are quite low, but as we will see later, the lock wall has no type of safety barrier. So you could probably see right in the middle of the screen, I'm blocking out right now, that's the green dot, that's the K2 meter. To the right of that is the flashlight. And that right there I'm blocking is a glare on the river, the canal. Yeah, that's a home across the way.
Flashlight just came on.
Oh. Flashlight's on.
So we don't have an age of the lady, but the stories have been going on since the 1940s, but no exact.
Okay, so
time.
Alan has the book here, which we're going to show a little bit later. It's been documented since the 1940s. That gives us a time frame. It doesn't have her age, but we're in the understanding she was probably like a younger to middle-aged woman.
Yeah, you can see right here, one of the statements is there was a woman dressed in white and walking on the water. So,
Yeah, okay, so it even says in the book she's reportedly seen walking on the water. What is that?
fireworks.
Jesus, fireworks.
Train, fireworks, you're just getting it all today.
Well, those of you tuning in late, there's a fireworks show. We did have a train earlier. That was me. I pressed the button, trigger those guys for you. Figure it was getting a little boring, give you a fireworks show. And the geese are flying over now, they're scared. Oh, some big ones.
Flashlight's back on.
And flashlight's back on too. Yeah, flashlight's bottom right just went off. You can hear the geese. Lisa, I don't know this area. I really don't know if there's a ballpark, but even if there is, there's no sports venues right now that are allowing people to come watch that I know of. So I really don't know the reason for the fireworks, but I'm enjoying them.
That was very, of course that happened right when the flashlight started going off. Like one moment we had a chance of some communication. That was interrupted by that.
Oh, geez. What the heck?
Oh, hey.
K2 went off?
Yeah. I don't know if I got that on my camera.
So Alan said the K2 just went off, and I was trying to get the finale. There's not even a finale yet. Yeah, so we're going to have to just enjoy the fireworks until this is done.
K2.
You know what, I got to prop that up so we can see that better. Jeez. Flashlight just came on.
Wow.
It's like the fireworks woke the spirits, like someone said. Yeah, so the K2 was going off on its own. I put it up on on my temperature gun so you guys could see it better. The flashlight, K2's going again. Flashlight has been going kind of random. I'll try to zoom in a little bit here. Yeah, so that little dot in the bottom center screen is the K2. Flashlight is next to it, so... Oh, there goes the K2 again. That's going off on its own. Now that light, where are we at? Right there. That is the reflection on the water. We're not looking at that. We're looking at that little dot, which is going off again.
There's a lady who's been walking this canal. When you touch the flashlight, it will turn back on. All you have to do is touch it.
Look at it. There it goes. No one's standing around that. They just started with the fireworks. Pyro, yeah, I forgot you're here. You're probably loving this show right now. Some big boomers. It's aerial salutes. So yeah, we're getting activity. Fireworks and the K2. Wow. It just stayed orange for like a good 2 seconds.
It's just crazy because of course the moment we're finally getting some action.
Yeah, look at it.
Wow.
Ooh, that's gonna be loud.
Yeah.
Wow, nice echo. K2 is going hard on orange.
And there's really nothing there that could possibly be setting that off either.
So it just goes to show we move down maybe 100 yards and we have some pretty evident activity. Look at it. I don't know what could be causing that. There's no power lines here. Closest ones are across the street where the homes are. My phone is pretty much about 12 feet away.
You put a little bit of light on. I'm gonna do this now. See what would happen. This is a little bit closer to it. This is good. Test your.
So Alan moved his K2 meter there.
Yeah, it's so weird. Because yours is, mine's not doing that.
It's right near the water though. Water is known to be a productor of activity. So mine is going off pretty randomly and his is not. So it makes you wonder, you know, what is going on.
But I mean, I would have to say regardless if...
There goes the flashlight. Wow, the flashlight just went on and off. Something's... I don't know what to think. If it was conduit though, it would be on steady. If you put that near solid live power, the lights would stay on steady. It's been tested before. It's a good way of finding bad faulty wiring in your house too. We've used that with the K2 at Kara's house.
Now see, now I just want to like...
That would stay on steady.
I want to show an odd point here. If this gets close to the phone, it should work. Why aren't you working?
It's not working. Well, you guys are watching. What do you want to watch? Do you want me to keep it on the K2 and the flashlight, or do you want to see the rest of the fireworks? Because either way, we got to wait them out. Seems like the K2 kind of went dead now.
Yeah, I am.
Yours is setting it off?
Uh-huh.
I want to see
mean,
both.
just as if reference.
Bring it. Okay. Yeah, he has his phone right next to it, just showing it is making it go off. So it is working, but not simultaneously with my K2.
But here's one good thing that shows. That's solid proof that there's literally nothing electrical there that should be setting it off.
Yeah, because right. Good point. Great point, actually. If there was something electrical there, Alan's meter would be going off too. So it's nothing electrical.
Yeah, so that's picking up something specific. So that's weird.
I have it on both right now. We got the fireworks. Off to the center or low right is the K2 meter. And that is an automobile. Yeah, I mean, it very well could be reacting to the sounds. It could be startling it. You know, it could be coming near us maybe for comfort. Maybe it's scared. A lot of possibilities out there.
That's something I've never seen before and don't understand. The flashlight is setting my K2 meter off.
What flashlight?
This one.
Is it?
Yeah, watch.
Oh, because it's magnetic. That's why. It's got a magnetic bottom.
Okay. I was going to say for a second, I'm like, that's a little weird.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on, but it's a heck of a fireworks show. I'm pretty impressed. Silver salute. Well, hey guys, at the very least, if we don't get any more activity tonight, at least if we provided you with some aerial views and sound effects. If only I could have planned that. Ooh, that was nice. Yeah, we had a train earlier. And now we have fireworks. There's the flashlight. K2 just went off again. Same time it went off. K2's blipping. Now when you went by before, the flashlight came on and off really quick. We're kind of in a valley here. The echo sounds amazing with those fireworks, though. Yeah, those are not cheap, and they're hard to get too. That's why they're so expensive, but they're my favorite ones.
That's the only bad thing. It's really like hurts communication.
We asked questions earlier at our first location along the canal here. We didn't really receive any activity except a drop in temperature. That was it. Sometimes we get lucky, Sandra. We were going to ask some questions, but I was kind of just sitting in silence, watching what the equipment's going to do, and it just started going off on its own. The K2 meter and the flashlight. And it pretty much started around the fireworks time. So if fireworks are able to manipulate paranormal equipment, that's the first time I'm finding out about it. But it's good to know from checking the book that Alan has, that the reports of the woman, of her walking the towpath and on top of the water. And if we were able to witness that, anything like that, even if it was a piece of, like a section of fog floating above the water, it would be something that could maybe be confused as a woman, but would make for some incredible footage. But I don't think we're gonna be that lucky. But we're hopeful, we're optimistic. Finale. I thought it was the finale. Early finale.
Someone's got a lot of fireworks.
Yeah, somebody's got a. They got their. What's that called? Their. What's that money that we got for the pandemic? The
Stimulus.
stimulus check. It's going towards fireworks.
And the K2's just still steadily going now.
Yeah, K2 is just every so random hitting yellow.
Which is crazy because it's significant hits. Look at that. I was solid for a little bit.
Yeah, Pyro, I wouldn't mind taking a few salutes home. We're nowhere near Scranton, so it's definitely not PNC Field. And there's no games going on right now. It's October. Baseball season's over. If there even was one. Flashlight. Wow. Flashlight just came on strong.
It was literally, and the K2's hitting right there behind it.
Jeez. Oh yeah, here's the finale. Wow. Look at those flashes. Not over yet. Holy crap. What is going on? Maybe this is like they knew I was coming. JPVideos fireworks show. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. It's an honor. What a finale. Holy crap.
Whoa.
It's a big fire burst. Like a ball of fire.
And that was a nice bassy.
Yeah. Boom. Holy crap. That was incredible. Okay, yeah.
Okay, what were we here for?
Yeah, why are we here? We came for the fireworks, right?
Now watch. Oh, well, okay, K2's going, but I was going to say watch fireworks is done now. It's going to be like dead time.
Boy, I almost got the chills. That was an incredible fireworks show.
Yeah, the bad part about this is not everybody is outside of their house.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that drew out the neighbors. That was one of the better fireworks shows I've seen in recent years. Pyro, if you had anything to do with that, props to you. I don't think you did. If that show was for me, I loved it. Hopefully you guys did too. Just have a little bit of fun with you. But you gotta be kidding me. They found a couple more silver salutes that didn't go off.
Oh, K2 flipped. Wow. I can't believe he did it.
Yeah, we got people outside now.
Yeah.
So we can't even take anything of recorded audio seriously because it could be contaminated with people outside.
And you know, the best K2s going off are always places with interruptions.
Yeah, K2, as you're seeing right now, is back to doing its own thing here. You can see it flickering. Pretty strong too. I don't want to put my lights on because I don't want to draw any attention, but the K2, it's going pretty steady, and no rhyme or reason for it. I'm actually gonna go stand near it and see what it does. What is that?
What's wrong with my camera? What's it doing? What the?
What happened?
What's that? Why is it doing that?
Is your memory card full?
Shouldn't be.
It's flashing. There's no minutes.
Yeah.
Alan's camera.
Oh yeah, card full. That's weird.
Alan's memory card just read full on his one camera. So I am crouching down now right next to the K2 meter. You probably can't see me, but the K2 meter is right here and my finger's in front of it. I don't understand it. It's just going yellow solid and then off. And again, if there's any source of frequency here or magnetic frequency or electrical interference, it would stay on steady. It wouldn't flicker. It would stay on until you moved it away from whatever was causing it. So definitely a little bit strange. If anything or anyone is here, did you like the fireworks? See, it's hard to get a reading on that because it's just going so random. Maybe it was afraid of the fireworks. Usually when we do a K2 session, it's pretty, stagnant with activity. We'll ask a question, then it'll hit with a color to give a response. But since it's going on its own, it's kind of hard to judge if it's something paranormal or something that we just aren't aware of that's causing it to go off.
See, that's what's weird though. There isn't anything there that should be doing that.
No, nothing overhead, nothing underground. It's about 6 to 8 feet away from the water. Yeah, at the very least, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the fireworks. They were awesome. That was many thousands of dollars there. First time I've ever seen fireworks around Halloween time too, so that's a first.
Again too, it's like if there was legit something there, it would just stay going the whole time. It wouldn't be off and then hitting.
The reason we're not interacting right now, as I stated already, there's people outside. So we're just waiting for things to kind of quiet, calm down again. We will try asking some questions and see if they will indeed respond. But it's going off even without talking to it. So it could be trying to get our attention. It could be something, solid evidence as to what's causing it, but
I wonder if the fireworks startled it or upset it. Good chance.
What the heck? Now somebody's lighting off fireworks in their front yard.
Oh, it's the guy with the...
So when we do ask questions, if you guys have anything specific you want us to ask, feel free to let us know, comment. We'll try to relay them to whoever or whatever is here. Can't get to all of them, but just a couple of random ones we will ask. We'll start off basic. It could be the woman in white, could be someone else, could be something else, could be nothing. RJ, give a scan on that temperature gun, see what temperature is. Where is it? What the heck happened to it?
Oh, the temperature gun's under the K2 meter.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. It's going off more. Then it stopped.
I don't know what to like think of.
You feeling anything?
Not really, no.
There's underground power lines there.
Yeah, but it would be steady though. Remember in Kara's house, she had a faulty wiring in the basement, and we held it near it. It went red and stayed solid. Oh yeah. So Alan is holding it about 12, 15 inches off the ground, and it's pretty steady.
Oh my god. Hey, if you're here in front of me, can you please back away? Oh. Flashlight kicked on, that was a dark flash.
Flashlight's on. It's holding pretty steady with Alan holding it. You sure it's not your camera?
Yeah, camera doesn't. That's definitely not my camera.
We're not frozen, are we? Linda's saying froze up.
Alright, stop right here. Ooh, orange, orange, orange.
Went to orange?
Yep.
All right, thank you. We did hit orange as he moved it closer towards our direction, but still way too far away for any of our equipment to affect it. Is that yellow or orange?
Yellow. Whoa, red, orange, orange, orange.
You hit red?
Yeah.
He actually hit red.
Orange, red, red.
Wow.
Red.
Oh my God. I'm going to get you guys closer. Hang on. This is pretty incredible.
Red. Oh my God.
I want this release.
Whoa. What's going on here? And I don't have anything on me.
Yeah, look at it. He's hitting orange and even red a couple times.
Red, red, there's red, there's red.
So right here, it's hitting red. That's a real strong signal there.
While I'm holding this here, can you grab mine and throw it next to this and see if that picks anything up? 'Cause this is nothing. Dude, what the heck is going on? That is... What?
I'm going to back away too. That's not me causing it. It's still red. And if there's something underground, Allen's would be going off. It's not. It's zero. It's dead. So something or someone is liking this
The flashlight's still on.
particular device.
Look, now it's going down. Now, whoa! Oh my God, no. It went down to yellow and then it hit, yep, look at that. What the
And I'm nowhere close to it to set that off. Like I said, it's been doing it even from a distance.
I want to see this level out. Okay, there we go. Nothing.
Okay, yeah, he's back to green. This has never done this before. I've had this K2 for a couple years now. It's a good battery. And again, there's nothing here as far as electricity. It's across the street. We haven't even asked any questions yet. We're just trying to find out what the source of this is. And it's in a very almost specific area. It goes up above his head, it dies out. As he goes down, it kind of intensifies, and then near the ground it hits red. Oh, look at it right there. Now it's about waist height. You're saying maybe your watch?
No.
You know what? Let me, I'm going to try. I'm going to switch places with you. I'm going to see if it does it for me. I'm going to take my microphone off. That way my microphone does not interfere with it.
Definitely not my camera.
Orange box, what's that called?
EDI.
EDI. It picks up vibrations and temperature, frequencies. Pretty much like a much more better version of my K2 meter. Yeah, good idea. RJ's going to try. He's not hooked up to anything. Yep, he's still hitting red.
My phone's over there on the bench and I have nothing on me.
His phone is on the bench. There's nothing on him that would be causing that to do that. Put it like, try up higher than down lower. Go over your head, see if it dies out. So when he reaches as high as he could, it quiets down. A couple of blips here and there, but it's not as steady though. Yeah, so the reports are a woman wearing a long white dress that drowned here in this canal. It has been reported since the 1940s and has been been seen walking on the water and alongside of it. There's no way that could be going off like that. And the thing that is even more troubling is that Alan's equipment, which is far more advanced than this device here, is not registering what's going on.
That doesn't make any sense.
Anything with magnets, electricity, that would give off some type of frequency or interference, both devices would pick up. We've already tested Alan's. His phone sets it off.
What was that?
There's a splash in the water, probably a fish. It just does not add up. Alan's has many more sensors and much more sensitive than my piece of equipment, but mine I've been using for a couple of years now. So
Flashlight's on again.
flashlight has been random. There's a couple times the flashlight came on and off within about 3 seconds. There's other times where it's staying on. This could be trying to get our attention. It could be something that we just really aren't even aware of.
I got nothing down here by the flashlight.
Yeah, so he put it down the ground, it's dead down there. As he rises up, it starts getting some activity. I'm gonna give Alan the microphone so I don't set it off, and we'll see what happens with me.
Light's on again.
This is bizarre.
Okay, so I have nothing on me. The phone, obviously, is back there where you're watching me from. I have no equipment on me. I'm actually going down by the water. I'm going to see what happens down here.
All right, guys, so he's heading down by the water. He wants to see what happens there. Now, as you can see, I'm actually back here behind the phone, so there is no electronic devices near or with him at all. Wow. And it's still hitting high right by the water.
It's so weird.
And it's strange because one device is going off and the other one isn't. I don't know what to make of that.
And now it's quiet. Nothing. But it's not as nearly as steady as it was. Looks like it left. Try to tell them that, Alan. Like, let them know it's cold now.
So if you guys can notice right up, it just went, now it's going. Well, for a short period, when RJ went down there, it actually went quiet. It got cold, nothing happened. Now it's back to hitting again. Up, flashlight's on.
This is mine, yeah. I want to try to replicate that red again. If there's something here with us, if you're lighting this up, please walk away, make the light go green. Step away to make the lights go off.
Oh, orange.
That was the opposite. I never seen it act like this before. I don't know what could be causing it. It's like, just like that, just goes quiet and then it starts generating again. But you have the strongest hits with red.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There you go. Did that hit red or was it just orange?
It flipped red.
Ask and you shall receive.
Okay, like right here, nothing.
We do have a form of a spirit box set up. It's actually on the entire time and it's silent. But if anything comes through, then we would hear it.
Well, it wouldn't be that, it would be pegging red, right?
Mm-hmm. It's so random. I'm gonna walk further over here and see.
Wow, you're still getting hits over there. So something's causing hits in this area. Let me see if I can turn you guys. So he's walking away from the water and he did get a couple hits. It looks like it's a little bit cold now, but initially walking over, it was going off on him.
So, nothing here at all. I'm gonna go back towards the water.
What if you walk further that way or further that way along the water?
This way?
Yep. Yeah, we could try going both ways, seeing what happens. Nothing?
Pretty little green blips. Oh. It went yellow for a second, but minimal. So I'm coming back here, starts coming back again.
Now what if you try walking that way?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're getting hits over that direction.
Ooh, it went orange over here. And now
Flashlight's on.
Ooh, wow. They just spiked red twice.
Right by the sign there.
There's no lights or anything here. Actually starting to get a chills a little bit. It doesn't make sense. The only thing I can suggest is we go to the final place, see if whatever is here follows us over there, and see, what kind of evidence we get. But I can't really pinpoint it. Don't know what to make of it.
Yeah, that's that's different.
Seemed like towards the right was stronger, but I don't know. It was like you went by the water, it came on strong. RJ came over, it quieted down, and then I was almost kind of like, almost not following it, but finding it in different sections. It wasn't steady anywhere. Like it was red there, then it was red over here. It just mind-boggling.
Yeah, so the only bad thing to say about it really is I don't think it's anything we could really communicate with because it's too sporadic.
Right. What I'm thinking, based on what's happening here, is, what's the term called?
Like a poltergeist?
No. It's something that's like kind of frozen in time. A lot of carriers, you may know what I'm talking about, or someone out there. There's a term where a spirit or activity is kind of trapped in time. It's almost like a tape recorder that just plays over and over and over. I want to say it starts with an R. But basically, something happens at a specific location, and it's not really aware of who or what is going on around it. It just kind of does its own thing. Residual. Yes, that is it. I'm thinking it could be residual.
So I wonder if maybe this is actually the location where she is at.
That is what comes to mind. Residual very well could be, because it's just doing its own thing regardless of what's going on, and it's in one area. It could be something, or someone walking around, could be something like an energy trapped in the spot. That does seem to make sense to me, but we'll find out. We're going to go to our third and final location, which is about 50 yards up here, where the next Canal Lock is, and you'll see the lack of a safety barrier where someone could easily fall in to hurt themselves or drown. And we'll pull out the K2 and flashlight again. We'll see what happens. So, like before, give us a little bit of time to pack up, move, and we will continue on. For those of you who are leaving, thank you for tuning in tonight. You're welcome to catch the replay. And towards the end of the stream, once we're done investigating, we will share the details as to our exact location and the book where the information came from. Flashlight here.
Yeah, I got it over here.
Okay. Yeah, I said residual. And the unfortunate part too is, as those of you who were with us in the beginning tonight, we do have some new equipment. Alan has that new, is it EDI?
Uh-huh.
EDI detector meter. And he has, what's the other one called? Let me show this really quick. The diode, which gets hooked up to a digital recorder and wireless speaker. And it's supposed to send out voices. It's kind of like a spirit box minus the static activity. So we have brand new equipment. It's just, my K2 is the only thing picking up stuff.
I'll take the one book back.
All right, thanks. Curious, absolutely something else could have happened here that isn't well documented or well known, or maybe only locals know. But as you'll see in RJ's kind of behind the scenes video he's doing, it'll be out in a few days probably, he did get a local to speak on camera to share his thoughts as to what he's encountered or sensed, because he actually lives pretty much waterfront here, and he was willing to speak on camera to share what he knows. So, you know, maybe there's more to the story that isn't told. Maybe there are additional things that happened here that we don't know about. But regardless, you know, whatever happens, happens. It's happening live. So I'm going to turn the light off and we're going to get moving, and we will be there in a few minutes, but we'll be able to see your comments. What do you guys think so far? Are you enjoying the stream? Enjoying the activity with the K2 and even the fireworks? It's a pleasant surprise, I will say that. Yeah, we're going to be passing up at a house here that has some pretty cool Halloween inflatables. I'll give you a glimpse of that. And there's some lighting up here too, which will help a little bit. There's also another bridge that goes over the canal, and we'll show you the drop off in the little waterfall that's up here. Okay. And so we're at 10 o'clock. Alan said there is a curfew here, so we're not going to go too much longer, less than 30 minutes. But there's a lot of ground to cover here, and we did have a little bit of a late start just because we had to pretty much haul all the gear to the starting location. But it's a beautiful night though, you know, very little wind, very comfortable outside. Well, these lights weren't on before, so that's cool that they're on now. Yeah, for the canal park here, they do have a curfew. Gotta go by 10:30. Yeah, we'll be done before then. I'll show you this. Here's the house that's really decorated. It's like the only house that's done up, and it looks pretty good. Thank you, Joe. I'll stop and show you here just for a second. How tall do you think that inflatable is, the left one?
That one's a 16-footer.
16 foot tall. Ty Sutherland, $20. Snacks on me, guys. Thank you so much, Ty. Leticarius, $15. Great live stream. Thank you, man. Appreciate that so much. Well, sorry for keeping you up late, but I do appreciate you being here with us. Figures. You're welcome, Mary. Lisa, have a Lisa, $10 super chat. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, so I'm going to show you there is a waterfall here for the Canal Lock. So as you can see, there is a clear drop off. You can walk right into the canal, right into the lock, and you would pretty much not be able to get out. Just to show you, I mean, you know, you could easily step right off to your death. And when these locks were active, the water would be up as high as here. So it'd be as deep as this pit, plus however much deeper it goes to, so. So they do have a bridge going over the upper portion here. And then down here we do have like a random individual standing on the bridge watching us, so that's why I'm kind of down here. That is not a ghost, that's just probably a local or a neighbor who lives in the area wondering what we're doing. But yeah, this is the Canal Lock. You guys have seen them before in my videos, and I'm sure you've heard about them. You know, the famous one, the Panama Canal. This was used for reaching the different portions of the canal. This person's acting a little weird. He's like hovering around Alan and RJ. I'm just keeping my eye on him because he's acting a little off. He's actually just to the right down there. And he doesn't seem to want to leave us alone. Either curious or he's up to no good. I don't know. I doubt he watched my channel. See him? Oh, Alan's got his laser. Kind of impedes on us doing any type of investigation though, because we don't like to have interference. We'll wait to see what happens with him. But I'll give you a view up here on top of the bridge. So right below us is the waterfall. Jeez, almost lost my tripod there. And now we're looking downstream, and that's the direction we started from, down there, working our way up this way. Off to the right is Alan and RJ and our new mystery guest. Just to lighten up really quick to show you. I'm going to keep it kind of dim. There is some lighting here, so we're going to keep it kind of low. Probably not an orb, probably an insect. There are insects flying around. They're attracted to the light. Yeah, so I guess we'll just hang out here for a couple minutes. At the very worst case scenario, that may be the end of our investigation. I don't know. I guess I could put up the K2. I'll place the K2 on the edge of the wall here. We'll see what that does. Now, I'm not going to hold it, because when I hold it, my transmitter sets it off. So we're going to place it right here next to this anchor point. Hopefully it doesn't get pushed into the water. Get you guys closer. Communication does go a long way. I agree 100%. And it's better to communicate than just to kind of watch and not say anything. But we don't need to announce ourselves. We don't need to state why we're here, unless we were questioned by officials or something like that. But if someone, does come up and strike up a conversation, we're happy to answer any questions. So the K2 is resting right there on a like an anchor point. I guess you would tie off to put a boat while it's in the lock, so it doesn't drift away. I'm just really shocked though that you could like easily just walk right into this canal, even like an animal, like once it goes in here, the only way to get out is to go downstream to the shoreline. But this water is actually surprisingly deep, even right here. Now the canals are no longer used. This is now pretty much like a tourist park, a canal park. And in just a little bit, we're going to show you the book that Alan has. We'll tell you exactly where we are. Yeah, he's over there talking to them, so I guess he struck up the nerve to say, hey, what's going on here? Probably doesn't know he's on camera unless they told him, but that's to be expected. We're in someone's town and neighborhood here. I'm sure people are curious, but he's overly curious, but that's okay. And here comes RJ. Did you two just become best friends?
Kind of. We got another story that Alan's recording right now of him seeing a woman in white, but a half a mile from here, where he lives.
So he doesn't live here?
He doesn't live here, no. He lives a half a mile from here.
But he's seen a woman in white?
He saw a woman in white at his house. Him and a friend of his.
Along the canal, or just at his residence?
At his residence.
Okay.
So Alan's recording that right now, so that'll be in his video.
Okay, so not sure if you guys heard that or not. The gentleman who was a curious onlooker is now giving a story to Alan on camera. He told him that he lives about a half mile away, kind of behind where I'm standing, and said he's witnessed with his very own eyes a woman in white, not on the canal or in the canal, but at his private residence. So if there's a correlation there, really don't know. you know, we just obviously just met this person tonight, so you guys will have to watch Alan's video to hear what he has to say. But interesting to hear, though, that he does know of a woman in white, you know, just in a different location. He could maybe just be fabricating it, you know, just to kind of lure us on, but at the very least, you know, he wanted to share it, so Alan's doing his part to record it. Let's not go to the guy we don't know's house. No, we're not going to his house, don't worry. But I think it's going to probably conclude the investigation portion of tonight. Oh, K2's going.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Holy crap, it just started going. I was just ready to say we're wrapping it up. The K2 was just flashing orange and yellow. Just randomly, on its own. I was literally just saying we're going to be wrapping up the paranormal part, the investigative part of tonight, and it just went off. Almost like, hey, we're still here, but it's quiet again. Are you here with us? Can you hear us? Are you by us? We saw you turn that yellow. If you could, do it again. There it goes. It went yellow. Okay, that was indeed you. We did see you turn that yellow. If you'd like to answer some questions, we could use this device. You could make it go yellow for a yes answer. Yes, it's going yellow right now. We may have a K2 session. Did you follow us from downstream? Flipping yellow for yes. Are you the woman in white who's been seen here? Yes. I don't think Alan knows what's going on. They do drown right here in this canal lock. No, no response there. Did you drown downstream in the canal?
Did you fall into the water?
Did you fall into the water by accident? Yep, yellow yes.
Are you still in the water? Do you need help getting out of the water? You want to get out of the water?
Are you looking for the boy that you were friends with? Kind of a little delay there. Do you feel like you're trapped or lost? Well, for a few moments we had a KT session here.
Yeah.
I asked if someone's here because I was saying we're about to wrap up the investigation part. It blipped yellow.
Are you still here with us?
And I said, are you here? Is there someone here with us? Make it go yellow. It did. I said, did you follow us from downstream? Answered yes. I said, are you the one in white who's been seen here? They said yes. Oh, look at that. It's like we're talking about her and she's kind of like saying, yes, that's correct. I hope you guys are seeing this. Yeah, we got to slow down the questions though. You got to give time to respond. Well, we're doing yellow for yes, green for no. If you are indeed the woman in white, do you feel like you're lost or trapped here? You did get a couple yellow hits. Do you know that you're no longer living? Not sure what you're aware of, but the reports are, wow. The reports are that you did drown in this canal and been reportedly seen since the 1940s. We're not sure if it was an accident or what happened, but we are sorry to hear of such a tragic event taking place. Did someone push you into the water? Did you accidentally fall into the water? I'm going to ask a kind of a morbid question here, but just to cover all bases. Did you purposely go into the water to drown and take your own life? I'm not getting any solid instant hits on these questions, so maybe she's confused, maybe isn't aware. It could also be residual activity as well. We do have a running water underneath us, which is pretty much fuel for activity. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think it's residual? Do you think it's something intelligent that's responding to us? It seemed like in the beginning we had some instant hits. Now it's kind of like hit and miss. So I don't know. It was kind of a little highlight at the end there to say, hey, you know, before you go, just let you know something is here. All right, do you want to get the book? We'll share the information about where we are. So Alan's going to go get the book. We're going to give you the details as to exactly where we are, what the book is called, and the details in the book. And if you want to look up more information online to get more details about the story, you're welcome to. But as we did mention, we showed earlier the house with the inflatables. That person did speak on camera. He does come here fishing frequently, and he has encountered some things personally. So some people are saying intelligent, some residual, some saying both. All are a real possibility. There's the Lock house too. One second here, let me get this raised up. RJ, if you could man comments, I'm going to stand by him so he could pick up the microphone. All right, so Alan has the book here. It's called Ghost Stories of the Lehigh Valley, written by Charles James III and David Siebold. So tell them the location where we are. What is this specifically?
Okay, so right now we are actually in Walnut Port, Pennsylvania, and it's the Walnut Port Canal here.
RJ, if we're blowing out, turn the light down too.
The actual first chapter of the book in here is actually titled The Lady in White. So it's actually a very unique and helpful book. Now these can actually be found on Amazon, but when I first ran into this book, we were actually in the middle of text message back and forth, you know, trying to figure out a location for doing another paranormal investigation. And, you know, obviously with the stuff going on, it's a little bit difficult to find locations where, you know, you're not going to have an issue. But I happened to walk into a store in Jim Thorpe, and they had this as well as a few other books, which I had purchased. And they actually have full-on specific locations with details. So like I can go to right here, just the table of contents, and if you guys can see, there is Can't see it?
Oh,
Okay.
wait. This,
How's that?
that's better.
Okay, so you guys can see that there is a whole list here of different chapters. Now each chapter is actually a location, but not only with that, but as you read, so like let's say for example, you know, the Lady with White chapter, there might actually be other hidden locations nearby that are included in that chapter, but don't have their own chapter because they're more of a small, not so mentioned location. So me personally, I want to actually read through all of these books and hopefully be able to visit each and every location in them. But again, if this is something where we do it live and everything, then we're not going to actually reveal it until the end because, you know.
Yeah, for safety reasons.
So.
But it is good that we have physical documentation stating the location, telling you the history, and then to confirm it with locals in the area, it just kind of ties the whole story together that it is, yes, not just a rumor or a myth, it is something that physically happened here at one point in time.
I'm asking you to tell the title again of the book.
We'll show it on camera here. Yeah, so it's Ghost Stories of the Lehigh Valley. It said it might be available on Amazon. He found it in Jim Thorpe. And the place we're at is a public tourist place. Behind us is the Lock House. This is different canal locks here. It is open to the public. And that's why I said there's a curfew here, because they do have a curfew of, you know, I guess like 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., something like that. So we're a little bit over, but the people who live here said you shouldn't have any problem. You know, we're being quiet, we're being respectful. So no issues with that. But I do want to say that despite, I would say, the lack of activity, the night was still interesting because we did have some strange, unusual activity with the K2 meter. Even more strange that his new equipment didn't pick up the same activity. So as to what took place, we can't obviously say 100% paranormal. We know that. But we can also confirm it wasn't anything magnetic or electrical that we could physically see or sense, or that his equipment was sensing as well. So Walnut Port, first time being here, it did not disappoint. I wish I got to come here in the daytime. I arrived around 7 p.m. It was dark already. We scouted the canal path here and had to hike all of our equipment down there. And it was a big pain, but huge shout out and special thanks to RJ, because he was basically an extra set of hands, more than a set of hands. He was carrying lots of equipment, being behind the camera, you know, doing some K2, you know, activity. He was a big help tonight. Probably wouldn't be able to do this without him unless we had much less equipment with us. So thumbs up to RJ. Don't forget, he did film a kind of behind the scenes video, so you can see what we do to get preparation for an event like this, to come here, investigate it, you know, our equipment that we use, how we set up, what our plan of attack is. And of course, he got the interview with the local, which is something I'm looking forward to as well. Do you have final thoughts?
Honestly, you know, I was really hyped up being able to read about this and knowing that a lot of people had experiences. But just like every hunt, I kind of came here with the assumption that we probably wouldn't find anything. You know, and another thing, when you read a legend or something in a book, sometimes it's usually just nothing more than a legend. But, you know, I don't feel disappointed about this location at all, because even though we didn't visually see anything, and I didn't feel anything either, we had a lot of strange and unusual things happening. Plus, we had a few locals actually, you know, verify, hey, you know, there is stuff here. So I think something is definitely going on. Is it a lady in white? I can't say it is. We didn't witness that. But there is a lot more to this location that I think is still needing to be answered.
Yeah, I think this is maybe a place too to maybe revisit in the future. I definitely would like to come in the daytime to show you what this place looks like, just to give you a kind of a repeat of the areas that we did investigate, so you can see with your very own eyes the layout of this place. Oh, K2 is hitting red. Yeah, like he said, something is going on here. We can't really explain it. I think if we spend enough time here, you know, not just one night, multiple nights, we may encounter more activity. But we're in a short time frame. And like I said earlier, and I know some people are new that find the stream or curious about what's going on. We're not like certain channels out there. I'm not going to name anyone, but we don't come here and do this to garner views, to garner attention, to make it seem like every single place is haunted, because it's not. Ghosts or spirits or entities don't perform on cue. It's if they want to, and it's even if you believe in it. If you don't, hey, it's just entertaining to watch us do this. If you do believe in it, if you have any experience with it, you know that this doesn't happen on cue. They're not programmed to happen when they want to, when we want them to. It's all a chance of luck. You know, we're here in 2 hours. We have equipment. We have an open mind. We have a location with history. We hope for the best. If nothing happens, at least you can say, hey, they were honest about it. Nothing did happen. And that's what we want to be. We want to be honest and genuine, and let you know that, hey, there are some people out there that are not out here just to make a mockery out of it, because we're not. We do take this serious. We've both experienced our own encounters throughout our lives, and I could say without a shadow of a doubt that I have seen things I cannot explain with my very own eyes. So we do have other, I think for next month we have something planned in the works. So there will be, pretty sure, another paranormal live stream next month in November. And in just a few short days, we're heading back to the haunted road at night to put those theories and myths to the test of Elmhurst Boulevard. And that video will be coming out close to Halloween. That's not going to be live, but you will see raw footage of what takes place there. RJ, if you could come here, please. If you want to share just a couple words on what you thought of tonight's investigation, and just being here as a helping hand and seeing and witnessing what you did, whatever you want to share.
All right, well, as always, it's always a pleasure to be here helping these guys out. You know, I'm not too much of the active part of it, but I am definitely a big help in the behind the scenes. I was actually the first one here, so I got to see a lot of the stuff in the daylight. I got here around 5 o'clock. But of course I was in the wrong parking lot. But I found the right parking lot once Alan called me and told me where it was at, and then I got to see more of the lay of the land and take a look at the canal. I actually planned on coming early to do a video of the lock house and the canal, but then I decided not to. There were just too many people around, so I'll have to come back in the future to do a video of that as well. But as for tonight, definitely got some good activity. Definitely glad that we got the activity, and glad you guys enjoyed it. So yeah, that's about it.
And lastly, I just want to say we do appreciate your feedback. Obviously, we ask it to be constructive. Not, if you're here to complain, not the right place. But if you have feedback and for future investigations, let us know. Like, we did a different audio setup tonight. Hopefully that paid off, because you're able to hear us no matter where we were. It wasn't, you know, you have to crank up the volume or throw in the earbuds. There should have been great audio for the most times we were talking. If you want to see us focus more on, you know, K2 sessions, or more on trying to get the spirit box to cooperate with us with something here, or even just to kill the lights and sit in silence, you know, your feedback and input will help us in what direction to go for future explorations and adventures and investigations. So obviously we want to hear from you guys. Just keep it respectful, keep it constructive, and of course, you know, if you're respectful to us, we will share the same back to you. You know, we're not here to... Do you mind?
Hey, he's quacking up.
Ducks quacking at me.
Well, actually, another good thing to note too, this is actually also one of the first times that we've ever been out in public doing this as well. So
that's true.
Is everybody okay with the fact of, you know, there may be interruptions or things that go on while we do this, or would they prefer to be a total dead silent, isolated?
Right. Every time we've investigated, it's been a secluded location, private location. We are in a neighborhood, so to speak. So it's a completely different atmosphere, but I think it worked out in its own way. The fireworks, hey, you can't have that in the woods. So anyways, guys, if you want to see more paranormal activity videos, investigations, just find the paranormal playlist down below. Don't forget, he will have a video coming out with any reported evidence that he captured on his cameras. And as I mentioned, RJ will have the behind the scenes aspect of tonight's investigation. So with that said, I know I missed all of your comments at this point. I will watch the replay. Don't worry, it's a long stream, but I do enjoy seeing what everyone talked about. Thanks for taking your time to spend your night with us. If you tuned in late, watch the replay. We did have a train come by and interrupt us. Now we have a duck. It's just been an incredible night. A lot of fun, and one I'm looking forward to in the near future. So have a great weekend, guys. I will be live tomorrow after 5 p.m. if it doesn't rain. And of course, Sunday Night Live, 9 p.m. So with that said, stay safe. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of this channel. And as always, we'll see you in the next video. Quack, 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 quack. Sounds like the penguin.